Guys, welcome back to the ATB channel. We are now fitting the bumper on the black E36 vert, and we've had it painted, and we are going to put all the little bits and pieces back on the bumper and then get it fitted. So I'm so excited. We've also had the blower motor, I said in the last video that I will basically be replacing it, but I actually got it reconditioned. So I sent it off to Greens in Leicester, and they do like starter motors and all sorts of motors, and they get them fixed. So I sent it to them, they got it fixed, sent it back to me and said, Trish, it's all working. So I was like, great. So I'm going to get that fitted back in, and I've also got a brand new rain scuttle as well for the 36. So I'm going to go pick that up from BMW. They're about 60 quid from BMW, so not too bad for a brand new rain scuttle, brand new rubber. So might as well. Yeah, so let's get this bumper fitted on, and I'll stick you guys on time lapse. So guys, the bumper has been painted and is back. So Dom, he's the one who did it. I'll put their details in the description below. They're Leicester local. They do little jobs like this, paint jobs, small bumpers, bits and bobs. They don't do full cars because they've not got a paint booth, but yeah, the bumper is looking amazing. I'll put their details, if you're Leicester local, I'll put the details in the description below, but I'm so excited to get this fitted to the car now. Let's do it. Right, I've got the gazebo up and I've got the car under it. This is mainly because just in case it rains, I don't want to get wet and all the tools get wet, so I can put all the tools in front here under the gazebo, and then I can basically crack on even if it starts raining. So yeah, let's get this bumper fitted on. I'm so excited. Sorry, I've mentioned excited so many times, I just don't know why, but I'm just so excited to get an M Sports bumper on this car and just see what it looks like. Right guys, I've just test fitted that on and it looks so good already. Obviously it looks so much cleaner than the rest of the car, but the rest of the car is going to get painted, sorry not painted, detailed, so it's going to have a full decontamination and polish. But yeah, looks to business, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to get all the little bits put back on next, and then we'll take it from there. So at this stage, all I'm doing is fitting all of the little plastic trims back onto the bumper, all of these bits that we needed to take off for when the bumper went for painting. So it's just a simple case of clipping these little bits of trim in, and also putting this plastic mesh back into the center and securing it properly so that it doesn't come out. Right guys, there's one thing that I'm going to do, which is I'm going to be putting yellow film on the fog lights. So got some yellow film here, and that's just something that we like to do. It's a bit of a personalization thing and we love the look of it. So yeah, I'm going to get that fitted on, and hopefully it looks good. As mentioned, all I'm doing is putting a film over the fog lights just to give it that Euro French kind of look. We really like it. We put it on our E38s as well, and it just changes the front of the car and gives it a bit of character. So the way that I'm doing this is just by heating up the film and the glass and then sticking it down. It's a little bit tricky. I was using a hairdryer. It would probably be better if I used a proper heat gun. That way it makes the plastic a bit more malleable, but it did work in the end and I managed to get it on, and I was happy with the finish once it was done. Right guys, that took me ages to do one, but yeah, there's still a few bubbles in there which I'm not too happy about. The edges aren't the prettiest, but overall looks great. It's done the job, and I'm excited to, I think this one goes on this side. I'm excited to get this fitted on. So yeah, I'm going to do the other one quickly, probably not record it just because it's the same process, and then we're going to whack them on the bumper. Once that's done, I'm going to mount the bumper with the 4 bolts on there, and then see if the fog lights work, and then we're all done. Bumper will be on. Awesome. Let's get it. So all I'm doing here is using the brackets for the fog lights and fitting them to this bumper. It was a little bit tricky as I had to use the old brackets because this bumper didn't come with its new brackets, and because I am using an aftermarket bumper, it wasn't the best fit. However, with a bit of adjustment, I managed to get it just right. There we go, the first one is in. It's looking awesome already. The bumper didn't come with its brackets, so basically I'm using the brackets from the old bumper, this guy here. Some holes are in the wrong position, but I've managed to put enough screws in to hold it in place, so that will hold it nice and steady enough to basically hold itself together and not fall out. That's the important thing anyway. So yeah, I'm going to get on to the next one now. And then moving on to the other side, it literally was the same process. I had to use a few clips here from the old bumper just so that the screws go in and mount the mounting to the bumper, and then it enables me to mount the fog light to the mount, if that makes sense. There was also some aero that I had to fit just to add that extra horsepower. I'm just joking, this was more for directing cool air towards the brakes, I believe. So yeah, we just needed to put this ducting in the right position so that it fits in the right place when we fit the bumper. Right guys, the bumper is now fitted and it looks awesome. I have tinted the fog lights, as you can see, just a personal preference really. What do you guys think as well? Do you think we should change the indicators as well to amber and maybe code them so they stay constantly on? Yeah, that's the bumper on now, and doesn't it make it look amazing? So much better. Right guys, the next thing we plan to do on this car is the rain scuttle. As you can see, the old one is all cracked and falling apart, so that is not doing any good to the car. It's just letting water into the bit where the screen meets the bulkhead, where you don't want water to go basically. So yeah, I got this brand new from BMW. If you guys are looking for it, it's this part number. So yeah, we got this from BMW directly. It's about 60 odd pounds for that, which is not too bad for a brand new rain scuttle. Before we do this, I have got the fan reconditioned. So basically I took it to Greens in Leicester. He took it in, he changed the brushes on there, and he was like, mate, this motor is working perfectly fine. So let's get that fitted in, make sure it works. Then we can put the rain scuttle back and then put the window wipers back and just get it all back together. But yeah, how cool does the bumper look though? Love it. So this is literally just the reverse process of what we did in the previous video of removing the scuttle and removing the blower motor. So in essence, all I'm doing here is fitting the reconditioned blower motor back into the car and then making sure that it works well by testing it before I fit everything back together. Right guys, there is the fan and it's working well. Love it when things come together so nicely. Yeah, all of these function at different speeds. You probably can't hear it, but I can confirm that this works in all modes. Really happy about that. Didn't need to buy a new one. All it was the brushes on the old one. Greens literally redid the brushes, put new ones in, and that's all it took. And there we go, we got a working motor. Super happy about that. So the next thing I'm going to do is just continue putting all that back together. There's a few shrouds around that I need to fit back, make sure they're not rubbing against the fan or anything, and then we're going to put the new scuttle in. Let's get it. That's the new one. Now that I'm happy that the blower motor is working, I'm happy to fit all the trim and all the ducting around it and the new rain scuttle back to the car. So we are getting closer to the end of this build, and at this point I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend. And in the next video, we are on to the next part where we have managed to source some center caps for our wheels, and we will be painting them and getting them on the car. So we hope to see you in that next video. We are also treating this car with a in-trim service, so fresh oil and a new air filter and oil filter. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.